One Punch, episode 10 and 11. God! There is so much justice being done to this anime that I cannot even... You can't fathom the greatness that is One Punch. Look, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm sorry I'm yelling at the beginning of this video, but the hype is all the fucking way through the roof, baby! It's all the way up there. I was reading One Punch back in the day. Before this anime, before it was even a freaking hashtag, I was reading One Punch. My boy put me on a while back. And I looked at it and I was like, sorry I'm breathing so hard, but I'm like, alright, you know. When I first looked at it, it was like way back. My boy showed me the cover and Bang was on the cover. Now I thought One Punch was about some old man who could basically kill anybody in one punch. Like, he was just such a grand master that it was a wrap. So I'm thinking, like, okay, it's about all these, like, youngsters trying to sit here and touch this old man. But he's basically Ip Man, the greatest, the fucking kung fu god. Bruce Lee, technically, if you really want to go in, One Punch Man in this universe is basically Bruce Lee. And Bang is like Ip Man. He's a legend. But actually, you know, I can't even do that because Bruce Lee was trained by Ip Man. And Saitama was not trained by nobody but himself. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm rambling. 10. Episode 10. We got them in the city. They're hearing about a whole bunch of things that are going down. And of course, they have a seer, like a lady that basically like predicts the future. And she says, you know, she usually helps them out on most of their missions, but she's like, you know, this time, like if she says certain phrases, they know it's about to get real. Now, Saitama, of course, just upgraded. You know, he's rank B, but you know, he's going around and Genos gets a call like, hey, all S-class heroes, we gotta go. We gotta go to this meeting because the seer has some important news. Of course, Genos, being the protege, he's like, you want to come along, master? He's like, Saitama comes in, I have nothing to do. Let's go. I'm like, yo, you're so corny. But we get to the meeting. So you see all of the S-rank heroes. We're talking about the legends. Everybody's in the building except for that metal iron robot, basically Iron Patriot, kind of like Colossus. He looks like the shit from Iron Man 1 when Iron Man first made his... Actually, no, not the shit from Iron Man 1. The shit from Iron Man 2 where that old guy, I guess, tried to steal the technology and made that big, like, hulking thing. He looks kind of like that. Iron Knight, forget him. He's a douche. And then we have the S-rank 1 that nobody has seen. He hasn't even been in the comics. We don't know what he looks like. But we got my boy Watchdog over there, you know, being a goof. We got my man Angel Peen, you know, he mad fruity, but he got hands. He went up against the Sea King by himself. He got dusted, but he didn't get scrumped like everybody else. He got hands, so you know he's tough. We got my man Bang in the building. We got Tornado being the typical anime, annoying tsundere type of, like, just ridiculous, like, if girls that act like this are the most, forget it. Anyway, everybody's in the building. I'm just dropping a few names. We got a brother in the building. Shout out to the black people. We got Ungawa in the building. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, all of the S-rank heroes are there because they're ready to see what this threat is. Now, they find out that the old seer passed away. Cry, cry. But she left a message saying that the world is in imminent trouble. Now, usually if she says danger or something like this, they know they can handle it. But when she says trouble, pop, uh-oh, because it's about to get realer than real. Now, of course, they're saying, like, you know, it could happen, like, a few years from now. Her predictions are 100%, but you never know when it's going to happen. And Saitama, of course, speaks up and is like, well, that means it could happen tomorrow. And everybody looks around and is like, yo, who is this guy? And he's like, yeah, this is Saitama. He's a B rank, but according to his test, he's kind of strong, but nobody really believes him. And nobody will ever understand the greatness that is... But anyway, so... the meeting continues, and of course, after he, like, kind of, you know, jinxes everything, some crap goes down outside. Now, of course, they're already shooting at the building, and you see these basically, like, D-level villains coming up, like, we're finally able to destroy the human world. Now that the Earth King and the Sea King are dead, we can now take to the sky. And it's like, yo, you're garbage. Lay it down. And of course they got shut down immediately by the true threat. Now, I've read the comics. Y'all haven't. Those who are viewers of the One Punch Man anime, these episodes coming out are the hype that I've been waiting for since they said the anime was going to start. Y'all don't know Boros. Boros, a.k.a. Cyclops, a.k.a. Hiei without the two eyes, a.k.a. just a match. He's in it, and he comes in, and of course, you know, they got this big ship, and they trying to take down Earth and everything. And of course, Saitama's already through the roof. He's already in the action. Everybody else is kind of like scrambling to come, you know, kind of figure out what's going on. They're all to the roof. Saitama, and they said with the building that they made, like, oh, this building was made impenetrable, and, you know, that's the reason why none of these missiles are getting in, and nothing can really get in because this building was made to fucking deny anything. Like, if anything else gets destroyed, this building will survive. Saitama already made a hole through the roof. So that's already out the window. But nobody, of course, saw that because they're too busy being S ranks. But they see the imminent threat. Saitama's already on the ship, busting them down. And everybody's, like, fighting this one thing, which is, like, I think his name is, like, Marathors or something like that. Some multi-syllabled name. And he basically regenerates. 10 ends. Now, the reason I'm doing this now is because I thought that 11 was going to open up where they were going to have Boros fighting. But they saved it. They made this a trilogy episode. So I'm going to have to drop this too. And when the third comes out, we gonna hype together. We gonna be in it together. But anyway, episode 11 opens. Now, of course, Saitama's still busting up the ship, and you have this squid guy who's basically like, you know, his name is like Gashtama Shoop or something like that, just like a really long name. But he's the top telekinetic person out there, while everybody outside is fighting Metrostas or whatever his name is. And he's sitting there saying, like, Master, he's sitting there, like, delegating, like, guys, what are we doing? He is taking down everybody, and we've already lost one of our captains. Like, who is this guy? And, of course, Boros steps down. Is there something wrong? He's like, no, man, no. We got it under control. It's just, this guy came in, and, you know, he's messing up things, but he didn't destroy the ship, so it's just minimal damage. We're all right, sir. We're all right. And he's like, well, then handle it. And he, like, walks back in. And then he's like, make sure you get West blah, 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 and Menabram. And he's like, well, West Ramba he's already dead. What? And he kind of, like, walks back into his chamber. He's like, guys, get it together! Like, yo, they are scared. Saitama, of course, comes in, and he's, like, walking through the hallways. Now, outside, we got my boy Metal Bat doing damage. Shout out to Streets. That's his band right there. Metal Bat. Yo, Metal Bat's tough. He is tough. Like, I seen him when he was in the comics. I was like, I didn't really know what he was working with. But, yo, this boy, delinquent. As my boy Wills describes it, he's like Yusuke and Kuwabara just slapped into one delinquent. Like, yo, this dude is the toughest of the tough. The truth. That Pompadour, son. I'm about to get on my Pompadour game. Don't worry about it. It's going to happen soon. But anyway, so then we got a little bit of action with Angel Beats, a.k.a. Naked Angel, a.k.a. I keep forgetting his name because I just see him in that jail outfit and he, like, burst out of it and I'm like, ugh. But Angel Beats is sitting there, knocking him down. Adam Samurai cutting him to shreds, and his protege is like, guys, He can't be hurt by physical attacks. And they're like, we're S rank. You think we can't take this down? So then, of course, Angel Beats, he puts in some work, but they can't seem to do it. My man, Bong steps in. Let me handle this. He throws the fist. Bong's like, comes in with the freaking claws. I'm like, woo! That rock smash fist! I've been waiting to see Bang in action. They getting him, right? So, of course, now, Saitama's, of course, messing up the ship, and he's running around. And the squid guy's like, hey, get out of our ship. And Saitama's like, well, I'm lost. Like, how am I supposed to get out if I don't know where to go? And he's like, oh, okay, well, go right. And he's like, then I'm going to go left. Huh? And they're like, no, come on. All right, so where's everybody at? Squid guy tries to put on a front like he was boss. He slithers up. I'm the true evil of blah, blah, blah. Pebble attack. Blah, blah, blah. Saitama's like sitting there like listening to all this. He does his telekinesis, almighty push, try to use some gravity on him. Saitama's like, okay, so what are we doing here? And then like he throws all his pebble storm and everything, which rips through some of the hull of the ship. Saitama's caught one and is like, dog, all you throwing is pebbles. I could do that. Poof! Kills him. I'm like, God, he's so strong. So then, outside, of course, which we get to see. Now, this is what I'm glad about this episode. We get to see a lot of the other heroes. We see how S rank works. We see how their strength is on par. We see what they can actually do and why they are S rank. Now, of course, this Metoroba, whatever his regeneration face is, looking like that Raven's father from the underworld. Anyway, we know that he can regenerate and everything, but they're taking him down because they finally figured out that these little beads that are inside of him is what's keeping him alive. So, of course, the ship is like about to send like this hailstorm of destruction. Licenseless in there. C rank, need to be a B rank, really got A rank potential, but of course he's still a human, but he needs to train under Saitama so that Moomin Rider could be top of the top. But anyway, we have the rest of the heroes fighting, and of course Tornado struts her stuff and is like, where would you boys be without me? Poof, blows up the ship. I'm like, oh, get your lame, late to the party, mother. Anyway, so then we get to the last scene. Saitama rolls up. Of course, he breaks the door down. Boros is like, there was a prophecy that was told by my seer, and he said that there will be a person that might be my equal, somewhere dashed across the stars. And Saitama's like, but did you have to mess up Earth, though? And he's like, so it seems that you're that... Hit him with the one punch. He flew into the wall because, of course, Boros is talking all that smack. But Saitama's like, his fist still sizzling. Don't mess with Earth, dog. Don't mess with Earth, man. Like, what are you doing? Boros comes out the wall. So you broke the armor that was holding me back. I guess it's time to looking like a damn Yu-Gi-Oh card. But let me just get to the fact that they left me on 2 cliffhangers this time. 10 and 11 were straight cliffhangers. But I'm going to tell you right now, when episode 12 drops, God, the hype is about to be I'm about to do push-ups the entire episode. I'm about to do squats the entire episode. I'm about to grab my phone, watch it on my phone while I run this 10K run because Saitama is unlimited greatness. Comment down below. Subscribe all over here. And don't let the fact that we had 2 cliffhangers that left us wanting more. But you know for a fact that One Punch been greater than great ever since that first shot where his fist basically breaks the speed of light. Get you down! Because the dawn always rises on a new day. That thing would be to subscribe. one punch. The ketchup. No mustard. I'm gonna have to drop a ketchup part 2. This is a lot of manga I'm slipping on. Good God. One punch.